for our feature presentation.
No stone is unturned when you tune into Just Toy Talking Too Much.
Just Toy Talking Too Much.
We're talking sex, marriage, relationships, prejudice, politics.
Girl.
Your rights, my rights, the way that I see it, the way that we talk. When we talk real talk.
And that's the double truth.
Say, people, you talk too much. And if you're talking, you can't be listening. But you need to be listening to Just Toy Talking Too Much. Yeah?
And that's the triple truth, Ruth.
Yes, yes. Gratitude, yes. Gratitude for tuning into another episode of Just Toy Talking Too Much, where we talk real talk, the talk that you would talk with your friends. I can be found on www.justtoytalking2much.com, and a box will appear on the screen. So you want to go ahead, put your email ad in there. You'll be updated, not inundated, with the write-ups, the articles, the vlogs, and the blogs. And hit the thumbs up button. Also, I can be found on Facebook at Just Toy Written Expressions. I'm an artist, a photographer, a writer, an author, and a philosopher. How about that? I will post my writings of Just Toy Written Expressions Facebook. Look for me there, follow me, and give me a thumbs up. Also on at Miss Toy High on Instagram, and Just Toy Talking Too Much on Instagram as well. This episode of another Edgy Witty Ron Candid Rant of Expression is brought to you by the distinctive Dapper Dude. For the Dapper Dude that always looks good, they can be found on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, as well as Gangsta Glam, and that's GANSTA Glam. Living Life in the Glamorous Lane. It is an online boutique for women. It's great. So they can be found on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So let's get into this edgy, witty, raw, and candid rant of expression. And let me see. I'm working my soundboard over here because I love having my sounds. It's organic. At first, my daughter was putting them in, but I was like, okay, let's get a drum roll. This edgy, witty, raw, and candid rant of expression is called "Two Can Play, But You Don't Want to." Hashtag that part. So, I have listened to men on YouTube, their little platforms, their forums. I'm a huge YouTuber, and yes, you're getting this sunlight, these blinds, and I like the look, so I didn't want to dim it, because I don't know why. I don't know. I just like the look of the blinds, so that's why I still want it. I haven't darkened it up, because I'm feeling a certain type of way with all of this light like this. Anyways, I have listened, and I speak and I ask questions from men. You know what I mean? I do. I ask them their opinion, and I want to know what a man feels, what he thinks, that kind of thing. Oh, this is just giving me life. I don't know why. But anyways, and the whole thing of men cheating, the whole thing of men being faithful, the whole thing of being the territorial thing, and why men cheat, the whole nine. You know what I mean? You get a different perspective. You get a different answer from each man. Every man tells you this. Sometimes you'll get the same. When you do your analyzing, you pull things up online, you read things online or whatever, Googling, you know, certain books you read. Some of the stuff is repetitive. So I was in a relationship where I don't believe in the beginning there was any intimate cheating, but there was the cheating with the going online, and when, you know, he met women, and then old exes, because this is like, this is what he does. He always comes backwards and he goes to old exes that, you know, he's still cool with. And when you find out someone's asking someone else out and complimenting them and saying, I want to see you, and, you know, and let's just talk, and this kind of thing, it bothers you, especially when the relationship is very new. And I was caught up in a precarious situation. And I was seriously just...
Fight the power! Fight the power! We got to fight the power that we...
I was fighting the powers that be, meaning that I did something, I stepped out of character that I said I would never do. And I just flatlined because being in this relationship, I never lived with a man, never shacked up or lived with a man, and that was my death. I lost my power when I did that. With this person, and not listening to, what my grounded spiritual being was telling me, not listening, and still saying like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna get this money. I'm gonna hurry up and get a job, this, and everything how I planned it did not go as planned. So I was not able to be the full 100% me. That's how I feel. So anyways, and catching him this third time, picking some woman up and taking her out to lunch, and I said, you know what? I'm such a big player, and I came down here because you asked me. You said stay with me. You said I'll support you, get your act together, and I could have taken my money that I had saved up and paid my rent up for like 3 months, and looked for a job and hit the pavement hard. But I know you. We've been in a relationship before, and we didn't break up on bad terms, nothing like that. So I'm going to go ahead and take that leap of faith, not listening to that inner being that we all have that says no, no, no. But you are like, this would work for me. Like if I do this, like if I go ahead and live with her or him, I'm going to save some money. I'm going to have somebody have my back. And it's not to say that he didn't have my back. He 100% had it. But you're thinking along these lines because that I knew the depth of this person. I knew who this person was. You know what I'm saying? So it was I think it was like 6 or 7 years of me knowing this person before I'm like, okay, cool. So there's some history here, at least on this particular time with me. So in regards to that, we had a problem.
Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem.
It was a huge problem because I believe that if you're dating someone, if you have a lover, your boyfriend, girlfriend, it's nice to live with them. I mean, it is a beautiful thing to live with somebody. But, I believe that you need your own space so that you can regroup and whoop and change your game and flip your game and have some nam yo renge kyo time to yourself. Like, I think that is just so freaking important. Like, you don't need to be up under someone all the time unless you're married to them. Don't worry, I'll wait. I'll think about it. You give me an answer. I mean, don't you want a little time to yourself? Like, don't you want to regroup and handle your business? Now, marriage is different. I'm not saying I'm not against people living together. That's just what works for me. I think that I miss you more. I have a yearning for you more. I love the pillow talk in between, the conversations that we're having during the week. Not to say that we can't have those conversations if we're not face to face, but I look forward to the texting and, hey, how was your day? And it's a whole different vibe and energy, that you have, a form of foreplay that you have when you're able to talk to someone you don't live with them. And there's a yearning that's placed, at least for me. That may not be for everybody else, but for me. So I posed this. I got into my player because I was like, you don't want me to get started. His heart started beating fast. I was like, you don't want me to start playing. Because if I start, school is in session. You can go ahead and you can kiss that one goodbye because it's a done deal once I get started. And it was and it was a mess. The whole shenanigan was a mess. Not on my end. My shenanigans, I was cool. You know what I'm saying? You know I was. If you guessed it,
you was right.
I'm covered under the bloods. I'm straight. Nothing's going to, I don't live life loosely. So, like, hey, I tell you what, let's have an open relationship. I was calm. I wasn't angry. And I'm not the hollering type, go get the butcher knife and want everybody to know that we arguing and fussing because of something you did or because something I did. We're going to talk to each other and we're going to have a conversation. So I was like, let me put this person I wanted to say something else. But let me put this person on, you know, what is that thing called when you put them in front of the firing line? And I'm going to be like P. Diddy and say, take that, take that, take that. So I said, let's just have an open relationship. I'm cool with that. You have no idea how cool that, because you're running around here like a little rat in a cage, and you're getting caught up in your buffoonery. And you're very transparent with it. So this way, we don't butt heads. You don't have to run around here like you a little rat, like screaming for cheese. You don't have to take your phone everywhere you go. Go ahead and date. Listen, you go date whoever you want to date. If you sleep with these women, use a condom and go get these hoes money and bring it to me. And I'll go get these dudes money and bring it to you, and we'll be happy ever after. You don't have to question me. I am the bottom chick. I'm your number one. You don't give these women no money. I mean, you take them out to eat. You do little small stuff, but I'm the one that does da-da-da-da. And I'm telling him the reverse opposite. I'm just running game. Call the cops.
Call back for 866 negative K. Nothing further. Just see a cabbie in a corner.
I'm running real serious game because at the ending of the day, I want us to be clear what this is going to be, and I'm fine with that. And I'll still continue to love you, and we'll have each other's back. And I thought that I had made a wonderful suggestion. I thought I did. I thought this was something that was beautiful, that would assist both of us, so you don't have to keep running around here and get caught up constantly.
You're stupid.
And the reason I couldn't leave was because I was now in a financial conundrum. I put all my finances here. That was the mistake that I should have done. But because of the trust level. And again, still, I didn't listen. I didn't listen to the spirit, the inner being that spoke loudly and said, don't do this. And I placed myself in that precarious situation. So everything that I went through, all the screaming, all the nerves shot, everything, I brought that on myself. So that was a lesson well learned. That's all I can say. Anyways, I couldn't go anywhere. I didn't want to go move to another state and live with my parents. I didn't want to go live with my daughter, and she's in a relationship. Like, I didn't want to do that. So I'm like, let me just stick it out here, and everything worked out. It worked out for me. But at the beginning of the day, that's what you want. That's what I want you for. Guess what he said? He said he thought about it for a minute, and he looked at me and he said, are you serious? Listen, think about it. Like, seriously, we could do this. And I said, and I won't be no insecurity or jealousy on my part. I won't be asking you. And that way I know. So just think about it. Well, I'll take 3,000 for no, Alex, was his, his answer. He's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I was like, but you scurrying around. Like, you don't have to do that. You can do you.
Message.
You can do you. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. I have no issues with it. But I'm going to do me too. The same thing you doing, I'm going to do. And so he didn't want to do that. Of course not.
Not today.
Or any other day. But you still want to hold on, like in Vogue, to your love. And so I was like, well, I've tried to make 4 clean breaks with him. Now it's up to 4. Now, if you don't want to play the game and you don't want to be upfront and direct and transparent of who you are and what you do, I have no issues with this brother. He is not a monogamous type of brother. He is a brother that likes for him, this particular person, he likes the adulation of women attracted to him. It makes him feel a certain type of way. And I'm saying that it makes me feel a certain type of way when men are attracted to me. But at the beginning and the end of the day, that dissipates very quickly. The good looks and the smile and all of that may, keep you going or what have you. But, beauty fades, handsome looks fade, hair gets thin, and, things happen to your body as you get older. And so, anyways, I offered. He said no. And then he says, well, okay, I'm going to stop. Okay. What did you say? I'm going to stop. Okay, I just wanted to rewind because that's what he said. So, and then you kept getting caught. So I was like, you know what? And of course, this information brought out the player in me. I was dating too. Dating. Not sleeping with anyone. Dating. There was no food in the house, but I ate every day. How about that? I got an exercise gear, money in my pocket. I used cars. Yeah, I went above and beyond what you were doing. You were giving your money away. I was on the receiving end. And later, yes, I did tell him this. But, you know, two can play the game. I'm going to play because if I still see you play, I'm going to do it. And that's the childish in me. That's the ugh in me. That's not that attractive. And I'm admitting that, you know. So we don't need to be together. But after breaking away 4 times, it's like the 3rd time, the 4th time, trying to break away, like, look, just do you, don't call me, don't nothing, like, I'm straight, leave me alone, let me go where I'm gonna go, you do you, you know, let me drop off this baggage, because I don't want to, all this emotional baggage, all this BS that you're bringing, or that you've brought, you know, it's baggage, and I don't want to bring this to anyone else, so just leave, go. Just leave me alone, like that part. And still coming back and still coming back and still coming back no matter what, and bringing gifts when he comes back. Now, the latest gift that I've received is a bottle of Michael Kors cologne, because I like men's cologne, so he bought this for me. I'm just saying that...
Bye, Felicia.
I'm good. And you need to leave.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
So, if we're not going to play the game, you're not going to marry me. You don't want to be in a relationship with me. You're not giving me like the royal treatment. You're not treating me like the queen that I am. You're not giving me what I'm deserving as a woman, as a grown, mature woman should receive from a man. You're not giving me any of that.
I'm gonna test this out. Now keep in mind that I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shirt. Y'all be nice, all right. Sisters, how y'all feel? Brothers, y'all all right?
That part. Because you're kind of messing with the wrong one over here. So, you should do the right thing. Do the right thing.
Yo! Hold up! Time out! Time out! Y'all take a chill. You need to cool that shit out. And that's the double truth. Ruth.
So if you don't want that and you want to date other women, you can't have me in the pocket. You can't have me on the corner. You can't have me on the side. You're going to have to deal with me because I'm older. I want a monogamous relationship. I want to travel with this guy, laugh with this guy, vacation with this guy, get away with this guy, and he still have his own life. And I have my own life. And we're adventurous and spontaneous together, and I support him and he supports me. And we get over the BS quickly because we have love for each other. That part. And it's possible because I've been there and I've done that. I've seen it. So it's possible. So you can't have both. And you can't, if you don't want to be open and have an open relationship and still date me, sleep with me and all that, and then you want to date and want to sleep with other women, like that's, I don't want to live that life. And I'm saying if you want to live that life, then we can just have an open relationship. I'm down. Anything to make you happy, Poppy. Two can play that game, but you don't want me to play. Guess what?
Fuck you!
I'm out and you need to leave because I need to move on with my life and you need to move on with your life. But you know what? This is the song that I'm going to go out on because this is how I feel about dudes like that still want to hold on to their exes and then still want to do them. And then when given how many men would want a woman to say, yeah, we can have an open relationship and be cool with that? And this man does not have any money. Like this is not an NFL, NBA, nothing. But this is what we're going to go out on, and we talk real talk, the talk that you would talk with your friends.
This game is a motherfucking trip, man. Word on the streets. Everybody always try to run up on me, holler my word in the streets. This nigga said this and that. I don't give a fuck about what that nigga said, man. That's what's wrong with you niggas. You niggas are just like bitches. Whole ass niggas. Talk too motherfucking much. Stay to your own. Get your own. You know what I'm saying? Be independent, nigga. Biatch. Bitch, nigga, too.
And we out.